mosquitoes, fruit flies, and Pharah. There is only one thing in common with this set of creatures. They are all very likely to die as soon as they show up in your field of view. Welcome to today's ranting, crying and complaining about the flying TF2 soldier character from the garbage Overwatch. It is no accident that she has been chosen for today's target of rate. It is all thanks to this person for suggesting that this hero indeed should be laughed at by around 200 people. So, a woman with the most punchable face in the world, shooting rockets from the sky and having seizures mid-flight. Wonderful package. This hero is hated by me and a small amount of people called everyone else. From where did I get this sacred knowledge will remain a mystery, so for now, you just have to resort to trusting my unbiased word. Tell me, wouldn't you be annoyed if you only had a hammer for your weapon and could only inflict lethal damage up close, but the enemy is playing a character that can in a single press of a button high-five my homie god? Not only is it frustrating that you can't do anything about it, but it is even more annoying when you see your team isn't doing anything about it too. As a Reinhardt, you can only try to shield her rockets and pray your fireballs will land in her mouth, but when your shield is broken and all your abilities are on cooldown, all you can do is bend over and beg it won't hurt that much. Somehow, being on the other side creates an unworldly different experience. Even a single pixel you show to the enemies will instantly be abused, pinged at and shot at. Somehow the same people that weren't capable of moving their mouse slightly higher are now perfectly accurate turrets that specifically target you. All I want to know is how. A rather simple hero but advanced mental illness provider. Let us begin the Pharah review! Story. Being the daughter of the coolest grandma in the world and the pathetic absent father must result in a wild mix. Yet all the characteristics were taken from the dad. Pure disappointment. As a child, she was trained by Anna, but at the same time not being allowed to do anything related to fighting. It's like your mom wants you to throw out trash and your dad asks you to make your bed at the same time. Can't do both, but you can disappoint both of them simultaneously. She grew up among other heroes like Cole McCree Cassidy III, Dwarfman, and Healing Blonde Slut. She dreamed of joining their infamous Roblox clan called Overwatch, but she was denied and was forced to only play Pizzeria Tycoon. Her mother didn't want her to join the Cool Kids clan, but lo and behold, she dies. So, Pharah doesn't join Overwatch. All of this makes total sense, and I wish I was making this up, but once again, I'm just reading the wiki. Where did she go instead of the organization she dreamed of joining? She took up a boring security guard offer. Fantastic. Remember kids, if you think you are making poor life decisions, just remember that Pharah, rather than joining the organization she dreamed about, takes up a Five Nights at Freddy's job. At least she got that cool raptor suit and a rocket launcher out of that. Moving on, her mother didn't actually die. It was all just a prank, a bit of fake news, a small dose of trolling. After hearing this, Pharah was mad. She thought her mother died long ago, but then the brain started working, gears started spinning and realized, wait a minute, my mom is alive. That's a good thing. So in the end, she was happy. Now joining Overwatch because Mami is back and till this day fighting side by side with Baptiste and Zarya. Wait, that doesn't add up. Where did they come from? What happened to Cowboy and Turretman? Well, if you want to find out, then I guess there is no better way than subscribing! Haha! I managed to plug the sub in the middle of the story segment and there is nothing you can do about it. Design! Quickly, somebody call Rovio. The angry bird is loose. I hate how unpractical the design of her suit is. The bright blue burns my eyes even more than the Widowmaker. Oh, hello there. You could argue that the headpiece is very original and dynamic, but in my opinion, it just looks stupid. Like, look at some of the skins we have for her. They are 1000 times better than what the default 1 or even default 2 are presenting. Blizzard really can't seem to come up with original ideas when it comes to flight. We either have have a robot that does the flying, an angel with huge wings, and of course the halo for God knows why, and the bird. Dumb stupid dumb bird. The weapon itself looks like poo. It's just a tube with a trigger and the handle slapped on the bottom. The only good thing I can think of with her design is the reload animation. But if the only likable part about the character is her reload animation, then there must be something wrong here. I know this should be in the gameplay part, but her ultimate is painfully outdated. It just looks like Pharah upon pressing Q inserts a bunch of working defibrillators on her. Gameplay. The story is poo. The design is poo. But at least the gameplay is caca. There is already so much content on YouTube that goes in detail why this stupid ability called Jump Jet is horrendously bad. Yes, mobility in games is cool and fun, but it is cool and fun when you know the player had to do something mechanically challenging. When watching rocket jumps in the godly masterpiece of a game TF2, it is impressive because you know how many difficult mechanics, precise air strafing and perfectly timed rockets are executed simultaneously. But this is just Richard pressing one button. No wonder players don't like this hero, and yes, everything I just said applies to you too, Talking Roomba. I'm here to put some jokes or funny segments when describing her entire kit, but it's just so bland and simple. There is no room for a joke to put in. The closest thing that comes to a skillful mechanic in Pharah's kit is the concussive blast. Yes, it's that thing that pushes you off the map because you failed to look 70 degrees up in the sky to notice the flying ballsack. Very strong ability, very cool, showing dominance and scaring enemy players by hitting air shots with this ability is also very fun. Speaking of air shots, you are also equipped with a primary weapon that shoots out rockets. Same issue as the first ability, nothing more to say. You shoot rockets out of the sky, reload, repeat. Congratulations! We just described the entire Pharah gameplay cycle. You want more? The final form, the cause of massive destruction, the ultimate ability, the self-stun! I mean, rocket barrage. Yes, you heard me right. The ultimate ability will immobilize the caster. Let me repeat. A flying hero, with her only two abilities focused on mobility, has an ultimate that makes her unable to move. But you shoot some more rockets! Hooray! Don't get me wrong, the damage is nice, as it should be, but for the love of God, how painful it is to turn yourself into a floating turret and instantly make everyone that wanted to shoot you down, but couldn't because of skill issues, now has a frozen target that is forced to shoot in only one direction. If you don't use this ability like a complete coward, so from behind, unheard, unseen and unnoticed, then you can go ahead and prepare for the ultimate trade of your life and ultimate ability for someone else's life. Do you see anything good about this trade? I don't. I am writing this script before recording any gameplay, but let me tell you, if you see in the footage shown a clip of me using her ult and getting more kills than one or two, the enemies had to either be blind, stupid or both. Oh yeah, also you can hover in the air by pressing spacebar and that's all. Wait, you still want more? Too bad! Conclusion! I hate this character with a passion. Used to like playing her, but now I have changed and developed a skill that I recommend learning to every Pharah player. It's called using your brain. The way she looks, the way she is a useless brat to one of my favorite characters in this game, the way you play the game when she's either in your or enemy team, all of it grants her a final score of 1 bean out of 5 pumpkins. This hero deserves the title of the simplest and easiest to pick up DPS characters in the entire game. I could easily argue that Soldier 76 is more complicated and in-depth than Bird Woman. Remember that you can let me know down in the comments what hero would you like me to review next, and that will be it for today's hero review. But if you are new here and found this video fun or entertaining, then make sure to check out my other hero reviews in the playlist and also subscribe to not miss out on any new content. If you already watched the previous videos and are subscribed already, then all I can say is thank you lads. As always, thanks for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye.